channel, the universe considers you an angel investor. It's going to send it back to you tenfold. Now, what you've accomplished by following through on the rule of karma is you've maintained a clear conscience by spending that money out of love, gratitude, by sending a little bit back to the channel, and abundance mentality.
All right, so it looks like I finally got my mic working again. Talk about Mercury retrograde, communication and electronics. USB condenser mic. 2 out of 3. So that's what's been going on, guys. But good to be back. Finally got it working.
That will happen with this information if you don't follow the rule of karma. I promise you.
Yeah, so caution here in the last half hour.
And the reason for this, guys, is back in 2008, I was a Wall Street.
Wow, this really went pretty much as planned. The high was at 11:30, so we probably said, based on this ruin and the correlation and the Ace of Wands, we probably said, we might have said like somewhere between 11 and 1, but closer to 12, or we might have just said like 11:45, but either way, we were pretty much on point. Either one of those two interpretations would have worked. I don't go back and look at them. I just reread the cards, and because they all mean a specific thing, you know, I don't have to remember what I said because it's legit looking at the cards for those of you that are new. So that Ace of Wands opportunity there was correlating to the move higher through resistance and then the break back down through that price level shortly thereafter with the full retracement. And you can see we went from this low all the way out of a decline from the bottom of a range to the top of a range there in the first half hour or so. We didn't really have much of a decline per se. There was a little bit of like kind of turnaround here, but not really per se. And that'll happen sometimes, you know. But with that said, we still ended up with this Ace of Wands opportunity, which is the opportunity to open up a short or close along. In this case, it was to close along based on yesterday, where I wanted to position myself to the to make some money to the upside, but I saw that we were going to open lower. We didn't open lower, but then we dropped lower. But I'm really lucky because overnight I got my 523 short leg of my puts got exercised, and I woke up this morning with 100 shares of SPY in my account. And so basically I have the contract to cover it, but I have the contract to cover it right here, the 524 puts, but they don't exercise until overnight, or if this synthetic exercise goes through, but it doesn't look like it's going through. They're trying to get it through faster because I have zero buying power. So I was going to take this morning, I was going to go long. I was going to flip all of these short legs into the long position, into like a long vertical. So I would have flipped the 507s to the 509s. Or something along those lines, but didn't get to do any of that. Watched it like the account depreciate down below 3,000 at one point. And I was like, but then I knew it was going to turn around, and I still expect we go lower tomorrow, and I'll be in a position tomorrow unless I get exercised again for some weird reason. I've only in my life been exercised like this twice. This is the second time ever. Hey Joe, hey, it was luck. So, in any case, I think tomorrow we've got a lower price level in the morning. Might even be lower, even lower still at the end of the day. I think it's probably lower at the end of the day. Even lower. But at that Empress card is where I would want to go long again. Take profits and go long. Maybe take profits here if they're really juicy in the first thing in the morning. All right, Netflix. And just before I get into that, I just want to be clear. So that's another example of being right, but still a reason why not to put all of your money down. Like I was almost fully short going into the evening or going into the close yesterday, which I mean, it would have been great if I would have been able to take profits in the morning, flip to long, and then flip back. But I got exercised overnight, preventing me from making any types of trades other than closing trades. In some cases, not even being able to close a trade because they're short legs. And that couldn't be foreseen. So this is another example of why, even though we're right so frequently, you can still lose money even when we're right, and we're not right all the time. So either two of those explanations is a good reason why only a fool would bet the house on one trade, unless you're that dude. What was his name? I forgot. Yeah, so I don't have a markup for this. It's not really the best. Like we can only get kind of limited information here. Difficult to really determine where the highest high and the lowest low are without doing the markup. Speaking of that, guys. So, the time limit on ordering. The time limit on ordering June readings is like expiring in what do we got, like 12 days. So there's only 12 days left. If you want to get a monthly covered for the month of June, there's only 12 days left to order that, guys. Just to throw that out there for people. Oop. So far, we've got Ethereum for June. Well, in any case, we're anticipating that being ordered. And guys, at some point this week on the live, I'm going to release a special coupon code. There's only 2 uses for it. It gives you 75% off of the 30 days of consecutive posts. I might be releasing it on this live. Hint, hint. All right, so let's look at this Netflix. Netflix earnings. What is this? What is going on here? Okay. It's not looking so great. It looks like there's a pretty significant decline tomorrow, increasing with momentum moving forward into probably a low on the 22nd. If the low might be there on the 19th and the 22nd, or it might just be on the 19th. I think we might revisit it on the 22nd, but either way, that probably means that the earnings aren't so. Yeah, it looks like they miss estimates for earnings. And the Ace of Swords for revenue is a little difficult to determine. But it probably results in some pretty wild volatility. I would say this is looking like it's going to the downside based on earnings. Hey, TT. Hey, AV. Guidance on RBLX. Okay, so it looks like a mixed day tomorrow. We probably open higher. We might even open up here. Let me see. Oh. So probably open somewhere in there, and then we decline before a notable move to the upside. So there's probably a bit of a scary decline. Like it looks like we're gonna go like lower based on technicals, and then we turn around and we move higher. Monday AMD tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. Looks like we open lower tomorrow. 3 pokes through the same trend line or price level, followed by a sharp drop off of the 3rd poke. That's tomorrow. Looks like we open higher on Monday. Sorry, let me backtrack on that one. Yeah, we open higher on Monday. And there's a new like local high of some kind. We break through resistance, stay above it briefly, break back down through it. And then it looks like we open lower on Tuesday with a sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a rally. So either it's the day on Tuesday is all decline, and then Wednesday would be rally, or Tuesday we have sideways fluctuating decline, and then towards the end of the day we have a rally out of it. One of those two options. Can I take a look at Bitcoin? It seems to be following your chart, but it's looking to me like it's a day or so ahead of your chart. Yeah, I've noticed that happening with the crypto a bit. And I think I figured out why it's happening more frequently with the crypto, so I'm probably going to have to adjust the spreads for the crypto. There's significantly more cards in a crypto monthly than there are used in a stock monthly, and I think that's impacting. I think that's probably having an impact. That's my theory. I haven't changed it because it's Mercury retrograde. It's not the type of thing you change during Mercury retrograde, but I'm going to investigate it further after the 25th. In either case, it's still following, in all those cases, it still follows the same sequence of events, pretty darn accurate, like you're saying. And usually the highs and the lows are still on point, but occasionally they're off here or there. Bitcoin, let's see. Like when you look at the Ethereum reading, that happened quite a bit. So I'd be careful with this rally, guys. It looks like we're gonna have a full retracement of the day's rally here. Probably from like, probably back to like the 610 price level. And then I might bring this. I might bring this down a little bit at this point. It looks like it's pretty solid, yeah. So like we'll probably turn this resistance right here into support tomorrow. I should bring this down a little bit more actually. This resistance right here around 63.8. Matter of fact, we might actually go like... Actually, no, that makes sense right there. Somewhere right around here, I think. And then we go lower into these price levels shortly thereafter. There's a sharp move here. In the midst of this decline, there's a pretty big move here. But it's not like it takes us higher than where we are. Like there's just in the midst of a decline, there's like a price swing here on the 20th at some point. So be careful for that. That's correct, Davey. Lower price levels for SPY tomorrow is my sense. Yeah, be very careful. Either lower price levels, or if we finish significantly off of the lows, then I would say probably the same lows. But I'm looking to get out of my short positions probably there. Remember, there's sideways rotation near the low, so that usually indicates that we see the actual low more than once, like while moving sideways along a support level. So this technically could be it right here, based on what's taking place right now, right? This is a support level, that unicursal, and it would make sense to have that unicursal the way that it came up on the 1 year here in the rally in early February into a high. Right, created a unicursal hexagram energy, and that was significant. Why? Because we were going to fall all the way back to it in the next major decline. You see how that took place, guys? So this is how you use, this is an example of how you use SO meta-analysis to derive price levels. You can't always get price levels. It's not like you get timing and sequence of events much, much, much more frequently. But there, you know, when it really, really counts, like you'll get a unicursal and it'll either be a pivot point or it'll be marking off a price level that's important. You do the same thing with the Science card. You do the same thing with the Emperor card. Some of the other cards, the Ace of Swords, the Princess of Swords. I'm not so sure there's a low at the end of the day today, though, AV. It's possible. It's possible. I say that because we've got this at the close. We probably do, based on what's happening, we probably decline back down to these lows here in the last few minutes. But if we don't, then that would be overnight. Either way, I feel pretty strongly that we open lower tomorrow. So if we end up near the lows at the end of the day, I say we go lower tomorrow. But if we're off the lows significantly, like if we end up around here, like a 501 or something, or 500, then we might have the same lows tomorrow. It's possible. But I think we probably go lower. That's my sense. Hey, Robert, how does TIFI token look at the end of the month? I wonder, I think TIFI is one that's not on here, is it? Well, I guess technically, couldn't we use this? I want to double check this. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Okay, so we can use this chart. It's a couple cents higher here than it is on the coin market cap, but coin market cap charts suck. Sorry, coin market cap, get your act together. So we're going to release a 75% off coupon code. There's only 2 uses globally, so only 2 people can use it. End of the month. Oh, they just started covering it. That's so annoying. Okay, well, looks like we had a high here in March. And then there's a lowest low for the month here. Probably right around now, or like within the next few days. Don't chase this decline. There's a big move out of this oversold territory to the upside towards the end of the month, and then it turns into erratic behavior as we move into early May. I think we probably come back down to these lows in early May before going back to some significant highs towards the end of the month, around the cusp of May, June. So the 75% off discount code that I'm talking about, you go to our services, SOMeta Posts. It's for this thing right here. 1 month of consecutive dailies stocks. Click here to order. We're looking to raise some money real quick, so we'll definitely be helping to support the channel. We need to raise some quick funds. So it's less than $1,000 for something that normally costs. It's less than $750. It's basically $750 with the discount code, and you're getting 30 days of consecutive dailies. This is specifically for stocks. It won't work for crypto. It won't work for Forex. Only for stocks. Reason being is there's a ton of more work involved than the other ones. They're just, but what you're getting is basically whatever the crypto or ticker symbol is that you order, you're getting 30 consecutive daily posts. Or if it's like a month with 31, then we'll do 31. We just say 30, it's really like 1 month's worth. And you would be ordering this for July. These aren't available for June at this point. Only because we're so behind on June already. We're just finishing May now. Once I find a full-time editor, I'll be in a much better place. We could probably even add some tickers at that point. But it's a super big deal, guys. We've never offered this deal before. Only 2 people can use it. And we are looking to do this to help raise funds for the channel. Another way that you can help support the channel, this is like a huge deal, is the ultimate lifetime access. Last time we sold this, it was at 5,000 and it went in less than 8 hours, and that was before we raised the price of all of our services. So this gets you lifetime access to all of our subscriptions that we currently offer, and any ones in the future. You'll never have to pay a subscription fee again, basically. Great way to support the channel. Not to mention you're like an honorary supporter when you get the ultimate lifetime access. There's only one of these, and then the next time we offer it, it'll be 20,000 or 25,000. If we decide to offer it again, we might not, depending. Hey Hamza, do I have a price prediction for Bitcoin tomorrow? I do not have a price prediction. Remember what I say about price levels. You don't want to be trading using price levels when you're trading using SOMeta analysis. It's like backwards. It seems like it's the right thing to do, but that's because all of classical technical analysis trading teaches you to use price levels as entry and exit points. And the reason being is because technical analysis is trying to predict the future using the past. We're using the future to predict we're using the present to predict the future rather than the past to predict the future. There's a huge difference. We don't use price levels to determine almost anything. Sometimes when we have price level information, it comes to us, but that's not how you trade SOMeta. It's basically the opposite of what you would do with technical analysis. You're looking for movements, you're looking for sequence of events and overall timing for entry and exit. But this is better than a price level prediction, if you ask me. When I have a green ellipse on the screen, it's usually where we see a peak of some kind. The price range within that, and it's green being that it's most likely going to be a peak. And then when you see red ellipses, it's generally the price level will be within that range, and there'll be like some sort of trough or low there. And when I have them overlapping like that, it's because there's a much higher probability of it being within this range than going all the way down to here. So hopefully that's better, Hamza. Appreciate you. Hey, B. Disney? Man, Disney's one that I never got to get to. I had it on the list. I did the reading. Just like there's still readings for 2024 that I never even got to. Oh, nice. I did mark this one up at least. Okay, well, see, this right here is probably the prominent peak that we have here for the month. Um, and the Ace of Cups is probably the start of this decline, really, that continues into May. But as far as tomorrow, let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. I forget what it isn't it. Man, why do I always get it confused? Diz, right? Okay, DIS. I was thinking DSY, but it's DIS. Okay, so as far as Disney goes, so it looks like we open lower. And we rally back to a key price level on like a 1 year chart scale, kind of. Probably rally back to this. Let's see. Yeah, we come back. So we open lower and then we rally all the way back to this price level here. It looks like, roughly. It's not an exact. It's rough. It's like a range. Matter of fact, let me get rid of that. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna start doing this. So we should see a trough and a peak tomorrow, basically. Well, yeah, I get that, Robert, but that really should have the. You're saying that because generally a lot less volume on in cryptos on the weekends, it's easier for a few to manipulate markets on weekends, and you're if I'm understanding, you're saying that in response to what I was saying about the days being more likely to be off plus or minus a day on crypto readings than on stocks. I don't think that that would really have a bearing based on what's relevant, like what actually creates the accuracy for these predictions. Like it supersedes, it sees past the manipulation, if that makes sense. I used to think maybe that the manipulation of the market had something to do with it, but I think it's a lot less to do with it than I thought, and more just to do with process of creating the reading to begin with. There was places in the ritual of creating the readings. There were like holes in it. There were pieces, like intention pieces missing, like where I needed to intend a specific thing, and then move to intend this, and then intend this, and then intend this. But I would forget about that piece and just intend these. So this would all be good, but that one piece that I didn't think to intend would be like a wild card. That is a lot more impactful than outward influences, if you will, i.e. like market manipulators. You're welcome, TT. Hey, Billy Scott. How does gold look till the full moon? And we're going to cut the questions here, guys. Gold. Was the full moon on like the 22nd or 23rd, right? 23rd. I'm seeing price swinging, sidewaysy price swinging, maybe to the downside a bit. A resistance level here on a 1-year chart scale that's highlighted, and we've kind of like moved back and forth up into it and then out of it and then up into it and then back down out of it, and that kind of behavior moving out of the month. Right, there's a high and then there's a lower high. There's a high and then there's a lower high. Right, this was a high. And then there's a lower high, if you will. Maybe this even. Oh, so that coupon code, guys. You're interested in the coupon code. This is the coupon code, gets you 75% off. There's only 2 uses, guys. This gets you 75% off of a $3,000 product on our website. You get it. You take this coupon code, and there's only 2 uses, period. So only 2 people can use this. Or if somebody's greedy, they're going to grab both uses. You should probably share it. But hey, I mean, whatever. If you got 2 that you want to do, go for it. This would be for the earliest is for July. Where did my... Where did my website page go? What the heck? Oh, here we go. All right, so you use that coupon code here, guys. Our services, Esomotopos. Again, there's only 2 uses. We're looking to raise funds. This will be really helpful for the channel right now. 1 month of consecutive dailies. The earliest, it says April right now, but the earliest that you can actually order this for is July right now. Again, that's the coupon code. Consecutive stock 75 gets you 75% off. If you're wondering what that is, that's $750. $750 for something that's normally $299, guys. We're looking to sell 2 of those. Hopefully, there's 2 people that are interested enough in a superior type of reading, guys. This is our premier type of reading. The detail doesn't get more accurate. Well, if we did like by the minute, I guess it would, but that would just be nuts and like unnecessary if you ask me. Way too much work by the minute. TT, somebody did order Theta. Oh, wait, no. Yes, somebody did. Somebody ordered Theta for May. Already ordered. So that's coming out relatively soon because it's getting really close. Okay, so USO or US 10 remainder April. Or you think you probably meant USO. Do I see military activity in Taiwan near April 23rd? Probably not, but let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, I got a no for military activity. Oh, okay. We're about to take a really big move to the upside here, guys. I would probably hop into this, like... Yeah, this is a good opportunity right now. If I could, I'd probably buy options, but I have no buying power because of that exercising. I gotta wait until... Still there. That synthetic. I knew that synthetic wasn't going to go through. So at the end of the day, these 524s will exercise. This 100 shares of SPY will sell at 524 a pop. I was forced to buy it at 523. And then I'll have all my buying power back. But I could have made a ton of money today if I was able to trade, but I was not. Great example of why you never bet everything all in, like never. Not even all in one trade. Like all of your money in the market at one time is just a huge no-no, guys. A huge no-no for the most part. For the most part. Sometimes you have to hedge yourself, but my point is like you never put it all in, because even when you're right, like I was totally right about today, I still couldn't trade it. Had I been on the wrong side of the market today and not able to adjust myself, I would have been screwed, even though I was right. So I'm very, very lucky in that regard. What else we got? Hey, Jeep, NVIDIA. Not a marked up monthly, so there's limited data that I can get from it, but ooh, looks like we got some big moves coming. Yes. Okay, so this is right on point, guys. We're gonna have a sharp drop tomorrow, like or over. It's let me see if it's overnight or if it's in the morning. Give me 1 second, and then there's a big move to the upside after that. So be careful. Hold on. Let me see here. So it looks like there's a sharp drop overnight, and then we actually finish higher than where we currently are, so above this price level. A similar thing I drew a chart for. I forget what it was, but something in this live. Something like that. Open lower, and then there's a big move to the upside. And then NVIDIA earnings on the 22nd. I'm glad I checked. I would have been looking at the April 22nd. All right, May 22nd. Looks like they miss on earnings estimates, and they beat on revenue. Chart behavior as a result. Very mixed, sideways fluidity. So probably see some big price swings, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow. Appreciate the tip, Jeep. Much appreciation. Oh, the US 10-year. I gotcha. Oh, and I missed your platinum question. I'm sorry, it was luck. Platinum. I'm not sure platinum was the best one to get into material-wise. Let me take a look here. Where's my stock pickers? Oh, looks like I didn't do this video. I didn't even get to half of my stock picker videos. I should really just be working on 2025 at this point, so that this crap doesn't happen again. This is Tesla. Platinum, right? Oh, I think I did. This is the wrong one, but there's another one, metals. We did do this one. Yeah, platinum's not really one that I would want to get like into a bullish position in. Not at this point. That's probably the high for platinum for the year, and we go into lows towards the end of the year. I wouldn't want to get into a long position in platinum at this time. Yeah, they don't even cover it on here. Iridium. Iridium's probably one. Something to do with space. You know, Iridium communications, all those Iridium satellites. It's really gold and Iridium are the main two. So we're probably going lower based on the fact that we came back down to these price levels, like with the Hermit card, like that. And a sequence of events are concerned. We've got the Lovers card on the 22nd, appearing right after the Love card, right? We have the Love card today, prominent position. Lovers card for the sneak preview for the following day. So we're one day ahead as far as sequence of events there. Yeah, Hermes, because it's been raining, so Hermes is probably really chatty right now. What about Bitcoin halving? I'm going to roll after this, my friends. Well, if it halves on the 20th, that makes perfect sense as to why we have this significant buy opportunity on like probably a multi-month, maybe at least a multi-day standpoint. I think a multi-month. There's probably a lower one in May, a better long-term buy opportunity in May. But I would utilize this opportunity here on the 21st, 22nd at lows for the month to open up like a partial long for a multi-month trade opportunity, right? Partial because there's probably going to be opportunity at a lower price level in May after some retracement to the upside, and that's where I would finish my long position. Appreciate it, Jeep. All right, guys, and with that said, I'm gonna roll one more time the coupon code. The channel's looking to raise some funds. We're basically giving away two of our 30 days consecutive stock pickers. We're not giving it away, but it's 75% off, making the $2.99 price actually $7.50. Only 2 uses available, period, guys. So jump on these before they're gone. Really will help out the channel as well. So much appreciation to those of you that go for that. Coupon code again, consecutive stock 75. And with that said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow.